tell us how you got there and how you got engaged with Roger.
Kind of quickly, I grew up in St. Louis, and Don Miller, who's been Penske's main guy for a long, long time, lived in St. Louis also. And I was running all these short track cars around St. Louis area, and I was winning a bunch of them. And he made a phone call to Penske. He said, "Hey, I want you to try this kid out. He's winning a lot of stuff, and let's do it." And Roger said, "Well, look, we got that 80 Chevrolet Caprice back in the IndyCar shop at Reading." He said, let's bring him up there. Let's build this car. Let's put it together, and let's run him down there to Atlanta. Let him test the IROC cars, him and Mears. So me and Rick Mears run these IROC cars forever down there. And we had Dave Marcus with us. We had a bunch of guys. They were kind of giving me some reps, getting me going. So I started the race in 1980 in Atlanta. Took off, and things just flat flying. I finished second in the race. I'll never forget getting out of the car going, I finished second right off the bat. Man, this is kind of easy, you know? And I found out real quick, he ran me 2 more races, and I got my ass kicked, and that was it. And he told me that point, he said, "Look, kid," he said, "how about we do this?" He said, "You go out there and get some more experience, and hopefully one of these days our paths across again." I went to work for the 27 car Raymond Beetle, won the championship in '89, and ran again with him in 1990. And at the end of '90, Raymond was having some issues and wanted to shut the team down. And I got thinking about what I wanted to do. Junior Johnson called me, had some other calls from people. And I picked the phone up and I said, "Hey, RP, you remember back in 1980, you said hopefully our paths across and I need to go out and get some more experience?" He says, "Yeah, I remember that perfectly." And he says, I said, "Do I have enough experience now?" And he said, "Hell yeah, let's start a team." It happened that fast. He looked at me and he said, "Hey, I'm going to own the team. I'm going to own 52%. I'm going to give you 24%. I'm going to give Don Miller 24%. And we started Team Penske, and that's how it took off. And that's where it all began at. And that's how I got down to NASCAR, driving in the level I got to drive in.
Wow. We'll come back to that in a second.